On Friday, we spoke to standout student-athlete Thomas Quigley at Fordham's Rose Hill campus as he discussed Fordham's club baseball team and their run at the Nationals. Here's part 2 of that interview.
I thought it'd be cool to kind of take the show on the road this morning here in honor of you guys traveling, and then for the fans at home, they'll get a chance to see what we're scheming and planning here at Bronxnet. And of course, not the traditional background for me at home, but it'll be pretty cool, and I'm sure you'll be excited once you see what we're doing. But congratulations, of course, on winning the regionals and heading to the Nationals. Tell us a little bit about this upcoming opponent, because you've got some really good teams in this next bracket.
Yeah, so we are once again the lowest seeded team headed into this next tournament. And, I guess I will attribute that to our tough conference once again. But our first opponent is California University of Pennsylvania, which is a school that I had not heard of until I saw them consistently at the top of the rankings that the NCBA puts out every 2 weeks. So they've been on our radar. And they have, I think, like 1 or 2 losses all year. So they're a really strong team. At least they have been this year. So it'll be interesting to see what they have in store for us, because I know that they probably play in a bit of a smaller conference out in Pennsylvania. But we have some really good pitching that will keep us in any game, really, that we've ever played. And that'll be a very fun game. If we win that game, there's a good chance that we end up playing Penn State. They have a D1 club baseball team and a D2 club baseball team. We're in the Division II club baseball World Series. So we'll get the B squad, but that's a huge school, a lot of good athletes coming out of Penn State. So I'm sure that they would give us a good run for our money too. But 2 Pennsylvania schools that are on our radar that we'll probably have to play. It's a double elimination tournament with 8 teams. So if we lose 2 games, we have to go home. But if we keep winning, we're in a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, pitching. I know you're a Red Sox fan, but Yankees have shown that this year when you've got some depth in that rotation and that bullpen, that it can help you win some games. Some of the other guys, too, at FUV, I thought we should give them a shout-out, because you've got Michael Calamari, who's doing pretty good, our new assistant sports manager, who's behind the plate for the club baseball team and hitting in the upper part of the order and doing pretty well. But I don't know if you want to give any more shout outs here on the show. It's a golden opportunity to do so.
Yeah, I'll definitely give another shout out to Matthew Benson, who's a freshman at WFUV, Pat Amaturo, who is one of our managers on the team, and Ryan Gregoire, of course, the sports manager of WFUV that began at the beginning of May. He has been our manager all year, helping us out with social media, live tweeting games, helping us keep the book. So I got to give a shout out to Ryan Gregoire. There's definitely other names that I should mention, but I can't think of them right now. Oh, Sebastian Seabach, another freshman, WFUV. He's a great arm out of the pen.
Quig's, a bittersweet time as you're wrapping up your senior year. Congratulations, of course, on graduation, but this has also been a time to have to kind of start to say goodbye to some things, even though it's not like goodbye forever, because you get a chance to come back to Fordham and see club baseball or see WFUV. But, for you, there have been some good celebrations of late. And I know for me, it was a chance to kind of dust off my old baseball/softball glove, but we had a little staff game. And I feel like, I did pretty good. I know you did pretty good. Talk a little bit about some of these celebrations on the way out the door at Rose Hill, moments that I'm sure will be etched in your mind forever.
Yeah, I mean, this college experience has been such an up and down with, having started with a very normal year. My sophomore year, the world kind of took a turn for the worse with the pandemic. So, it was a very trying time, just like with all of the social aspects, kind of losing touch with some friends good friends that you made freshman and sophomore year. But this past year it's been great that we've kind of had close to a normal year in terms of, back to in-person classes. And now, with the graduation season upon us, it's been so much better to have in-person events, saying goodbye, but in the best possible ways. The softball game was so much fun. I missed it my freshman year. It was so much fun to go out there and, see all these people that we talk about. We're constantly talking sports on the radio, on podcasts with each other, and just in social settings. And we finally get to, actually lace up the cleats and show our stuff on the softball field. So that was so much fun. But yeah, so all the graduation stuff, very bittersweet. It's hard to say goodbye to all of this stuff, but it's been so much fun, and it's been a great time to reflect on how lucky I've been to be involved in so many awesome clubs and societies at Fordham, like Club Baseball, WFUV. It's been so awesome to just really kind of reminisce on how fun it's been.
The softball game was actually like the appetizer for your final senior show at WFUV. And we have a really cool clip that I thought we could show here on the show this morning. Check this out.
Congratulations. Good luck to all of you, whoever is graduating. I know that you guys will make FUV proud. Thank you guys for maintaining the legacy that has been put in front of you guys, and have a great show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you so much for those kind words. That's Anthony Pusick, WFUV alum, and a big fan of our show, and we love that. Artemi Panarin.
He barely touched the puck last game.
Yeah. The bread man has not really been. I can't
bringing
believe
the-
I didn't even think about that.
He's
He's been MIA.
He's not
been
the bread
MIA.
man as of right now.
Yes. I mean, there are times in this series where he's really had chances to contribute and just been a little too cute with the puck, and that's kind of just been the indictment on his entire Rangers career. He was really good in his first year. This year he's been a little too cute with the puck, and it's like at this point it's the playoffs. All you really need to do is find the open man and get pucks to the net. And when you're trying to do fancy footwork and fancy stick work, a lot of times that can come back to bite you, especially in a time where it's all about bounces. It's all about bounces.
Well, I think from an overall place, and yes, it's all about bounces, and that actually interestingly plays into a point I want to make here is that the Rangers are the better power play scoring team in this series. They're also the better penalty kill team in this series, and that's great for the 10, 12, maybe 15 minutes that you're going to either have a man advantage or be down a man, and you're going to be thinking in that certain mindset. But there's another 45 minutes of hockey to be played, and that needs to be something about everybody. And that comes to the point about, nobody can be neutral on the ice, because the Penguins will. The Penguins, I don't think, are as good of a team as the Rangers are. I do not think that. But they will find those holes and they will poke them. And they've been doing that all this entire series. So the Rangers really need to look out for that.
Yeah, Quiggs, before we let you go, good luck, of course, in Nationals. But I figured I could pick your brain real quick on what you think of the New York Rangers and their chances of maybe winning the Stanley Cup this year.
Well, I would have probably had a better answer, or at least a more excited, enthusiastic answer at the beginning of the playoffs. They kind of didn't play great against the Penguins, a lesser opponent that they kind of beat up on all regular season. And they faced their third-string goalie for 6 out of the 7 games in this series. But the way that they were able to battle back, down 3-1 in games, down 2-0 in Game 5, down 2-0 in Game 6, ended up winning both of those, and they were down 3-2 last night with only 9 minutes left in their season. And, of course, Mika Zibanejad tying the game up, and then Artemi Panarin with the power play goal in overtime, sending them to the second round. It gives me a little bit of hope because there really is no quit in New York. I know that's kind of the corny slogan that they've been putting on their rally towels, but this has been a team that's showed that they can come back from adversity all season. They had the second most comeback wins during the regular season in 27. I mean, at this point, it's hard to bet against the Rangers because as soon as you count them out, they'll show you why they're still playing hockey in May now.
Well, there you have it. WFUV New York Rangers beat reporter and standout center fielder for the Fordham Club Baseball team, Thomas Quigley. Thomas, congratulations again on all the success, and congratulations on being part of Class of 2022.
Thanks so much, Bobby.